Hello and welcome to the fourth and final episode of Nelson News, where we keep you updated on all the events that are happening here on our Nelson campus. I'm James Carnell.
And I'm Amy Trober. Nelson News is a joint production between Nelson University's Alumni Office and the Digital Media Arts program here on the Waxahachie campus. I can't believe this is our last show.
It's gone by very quick, but it's been a great semester. Hey, speaking of which, we have a packed show today, so we better get started. We have a lot of interviews, some exciting things to bring you, so let's get into it.
Continuing our Legacy Lions segment, Dr. Bruce Rosdahl shares about his transition to Dean of Nelson Graduate School. Then he dives into the future of the graduate school and the power of a Christian worldview in education.
Your role here has changed, even not just from preaching professor, pastor, theology professor, but you've now taken on new roles, a new role in the graduate school. Can you tell us about what led you to that and what has changed for you there?
Absolutely. We had actually stepped away just for a little while. We were pastoring in Oklahoma, and when we came back, I was asked if I would serve as dean of the grad school. And to be honest, I had a certain perspective, and probably an academic perspective as a prof, what that would mean. And to be honest, my mind has been a little blown. I don't mind saying that. It is so much more than what I understood. And that's a good thing. I'm having to learn new things and still continue to grow in this position just because of what the job entails. But the benefit I have coming into the dean position is, having been a professor a long time, I'm able to come with the perspective that the faculty have, but I also have the benefit of all those alumni that have gone out, that I have contacts with, and district officials and pastors. And it gives me a perspective as a dean to be able to have a real heart for both. You know, we want to be able to continue to serve our churches and our alumni who have graduated from here, or others who are coming, to have degrees that really meet their needs. So I find a real benefit the fact of the past experience as a prof and pastoral to be in this position. I think it helps me, it brings a balance as to what we're trying to do and gives me certain lenses to view the job through as well.
You mentioned that there were some things going into being the dean of the graduate school that you were not expecting, or that you've learned, or that it's forced you to learn. Sure. Could you go into a little bit more detail there and tell us what are some of the things that you are now experiencing and now learning in that position?
Absolutely. There's a whole thing in enrollment that's called the enrollment funnel. And everybody who works in that area knows exactly what that is, and they can describe all the terms. That was new to me. Again, I was a theology prof. I knew my world really well, and I felt very comfortable as a professor. But moving into areas where that involve enrollment and retention, numbers, all those things that are important, was new for me. And so I don't mind saying that I've had to actually do a lot of podcast listening to areas for higher ed marketing where even just the lingo was new for me. And it kind of reminded me that obviously I knew my field very well, theology, but this is a whole new field I've had to learn. And so it has stretched me.
What can people look forward to as far as the future of the Nelson Graduate School? What's on the horizon? What's new coming?
I'm very excited about the future because the degrees we have, we're continuing to enhance. You know, the world moves on and things change, so we need to make sure our degrees are the best that they can be, and we're doing that. So some of the degrees we have, like the MBA, we're continuing to improve and strengthen. The behavioral sciences, we've just got KCREP accreditation, which is huge, and we're just seeing that with other degrees as well. We're just continuing to enhance them. But beyond that, what's really on the near horizon is we're adding more doctoral programs. And that's significant for students because degrees they open doors, that's a positive. They open doors to new positions, but they also train you to be the best you can be in your field. And again, from a theology standpoint, I believe we need to be the best that we can be, whatever God's called us to be. And not that you have to have a doctorate or even necessarily a master's, but those things really help elevate your skill level and your knowledge to really serve the Lord in whatever capacity He's called you. And so I'm excited about that because it's really great opportunities for our students to really be able to come, whether it be master's or doctoral, and come to an institution that both academically is excellent, but also spiritually is not compromised. We're deeply committed in what we do, and I find that a great value for our students.
Is there anything that I did not ask you regarding either your personal history, your theological upbringing, or something happening at Nelson or at the graduate level?
I think, and this is just made from a personal note, I think where the world is at today generally, not just the immediate, but just where things have gone, there is a lot of distrust, a lot of animosity between people, the inability to just even have conversations and have respect for one another. And one thing that schools like Nelson do, and it's not just us, but it's certainly who we are, because we have a Christian worldview and we view all people through the lens of Scripture that says all people have dignity and value, that it does affect the way we treat and operate in our world. And not even that we necessarily agree, let's say even from a governmental standpoint, that we agree with everything, but we have respect for people. In fact, we respect dissenting opinions. And so I don't think now's the time for there to be less of an influence for a school like Nelson. It actually speaks to why we're here. We desperately need people who will understand their profession and the light of the gospel, but also live out a Christ-like life. And I just see Nelson being a key part of that.
You have given some excellent answers. Thank you again, Dr. Rosdahl, for being with us today. You have given us a lot of insight, and you've given us a lot of awesome personal history. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's my honor.
What a powerful insight from Dr. Rosdahl. We are truly blessed to have faculty here at Nelson University who provide practical ministry teaching and solid theological foundations.
Next up, we'll be continuing our sit-down interview with Senior Director of Development, Logan Lee, to get more information about the upcoming centennial anniversary and the future of Nelson University with Project 2027.
Logan, welcome back to the studio. Some of the projects that you're working on, some of the pieces I know involve like some of our programs academically. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're blessed to have, as you know, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs that we offer here. One exciting thing is that starting this next fall, we're going to start offering our MBA program on campus, not just online. And so we're excited for that, to be able to do some kind of other additions to it. In addition to that, we have an expansion program in our DMA as well as in our criminal justice program. We have a course called drone photography that is kind of helping kind of align with technology that's used, that's up to more industry standards. In terms of surveillance and things like that, that's going to really help our students. As you know, we have a lot of students that excel in the criminal justice field, and they're going to be able to even further take that technology into their place of employment once they leave here. And then also in addition to that, we look ahead to health sciences, starting a health sciences program and expanding that and even getting into pre-med over the next couple of years. And so we're looking forward to that. And so we're not waiting for 2027, but as you think about the future, what better time to kind of affirm this is where we are and here is where we want to go academically and spiritually.
Absolutely. As a graduate of the year 2000, I never would have imagined everything that you just said. A health sciences wing of our academic programs, or drone technology to be part of all these other programs that we have. And it's so exciting. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my alma mater. So it's really exciting to see. So to wrap this up, if I want to get more information, tell me how to go find more of that.
Absolutely. So you can just check us out at nelson.edu. nelson.edu/advancement, nelson.edu/2027. There you can partner with us for the 2027 by 2027 Giving Initiative. There's also a list of events there. If you are an alumni, 2027, you got to be here.
Yes,
we're looking forward to it. Our office in Advancement, we're currently planning some initiatives for that, so stay tuned. If you're not already following us, we're on every social channel, so check out what we're doing on social media and stay in tune with what God's doing on the campus as well as around the nation and around the world, and stay in step with the Spirit.
That's so great. Thank you, Logan, for joining us. Thank you for all this helpful information, and thank you for kind of leading the charge in seeing all of these things happen for our campus. I'm so excited to see what happens next.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amy.
Next up, we have our Pride Profile segment, where we interview Nelson University alumni about their achievements and how our institution has impacted their future. Let's meet this week's Pride Profile guest.
I graduated from Nelson in 2014 with a bachelor's degree in social work. My dad is Darren Doherty, who is the Dean of the College of Bible and Church Ministries currently. So I've been very familiar with Nelson since I was a kid. After I got my master's, I took a bit of a break in the social work field. That's because we adopted our kids and they needed me at home during that season. And then I decided I would pursue my clinical license. And so I've been a therapist for kids, teens, adults, but primarily children for the last 3.5 or so years. Throughout that, though, has been things like being on the board of directors at the church that I was attending, being part of the preaching team. And so those things kind of all mixed together have given me this increased desire to serve within the church community, within ministry in general as well. And I do feel like therapy is sitting with people in their hard things. And that's ministry too, whether it's vocational or not, that is absolutely a ministry.
Daniela Coates, after graduating from Nelson University in 2014 with a bachelor's degree in social work, goes on to write multiple books and grow a foster family.
The first book was based on my social work career. I wrote a book for biological children in foster and adoptive families because they're a group of children that's often underserved. And then I just recently wrote a book about the birth of Jesus, though it's probably told differently in this book than how you have heard the story before. So often when we tell the story of Jesus' birth, we look at what tradition says, and tradition tells a story different than what the biblical text actually says. I'm very fortunate to have always been able to know Jesus because of the family that I grew up in. And so that is such a gift. In fact, in my life, in my family, in the community, that even if it's a dark place and there's dark things and there's sadness and there's gloominess, that because I am a person and a follower of Jesus, someone allegiant to Jesus, I am creating a space that says Jesus is king here too. And so that's what I would say is my motto or my mission, is to say it with the way that I treat people.
Nelson University is proud of our alumni, and it's encouraging to see them make such a widespread impact.
Yes, it is. Next up, we have our King of the Jungle segment, where our game show host, Ben Fenton, will crown one of the competitors King of the Jungle. I'm eager to see who comes out on top, Amy. Did you know, by the way, that my daughter, Kenzie, is one of the contestants?
Oh, wow. So if she wins, we're going to have to name this Queen of the Jungle,
Ooh,
right?
I like that. It's very good. We'll see what happens in this next episode.
Hello and welcome to the fourth and final round of our Nelson News game show, King of the Jungle. I am your host, Ben Fenton. Today we have brought back the winners from previous episodes. Today we bring back Logan Watson, Kinsey Carnell, Isaac Davenport. Each round contestants will be asked a question, and on their whiteboard they must choose the correct answer. And I will note, these questions are slightly harder than they have been in the past. So the person who gets the question correct earns a point, as always, and after 5 rounds, the contestant with the most points will be crowned the King of the Jungle, and or possibly the Queen of the Jungle today. So how many acres, question 1, how many acres is Nelson University campus? How many acres does the Nelson campus have? I will receive your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody answered C, and the correct answer is in fact C, 70 acres.
Nice.
Excellent. Question number 2. What years was Claude Kendrick president at Nelson? What years was Claude Kendrick president at Nelson University? Was it A, 1927 through 1940, B, 1960 through 1964, C, 1900 through 1920, or D, 1980 through 1995? I don't see a lot of writing going on. But I need your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is, well, the answer is B.
Yes.
So both Isaac and Kinsey got that correct. Logan did not answer correctly that time.
We didn't have a lot of time on that one.
We did not. No, we got to move fast.
You gotta be fast.
Question number 3. Question number 3. What year was the decision announced to combine Southwestern Bible School and South Central Bible Institute? Was it 1941, 1954, 1980, or 1999? What year was the decision announced to combine Southwestern Bible School and South Central Bible Institute? I will have your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is 1941, A. The Bible Institutes collaborated and combined in 1941. That is correct. Question number 4. How much was tuition at Southwestern Bible School in the 1930s?
Those numbers look amazing.
I wish.
Was it $100 a year, $70 a year, $50 a year, or $25 a year?
My tech fee is $100 a year per class.
Was it $100 a year, $70 a year, $50 a year, or $25 a year? I will have your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have B, B, and B. The answer is D, $25 a year.
Dang.
During the Great Depression, things were tight, so tuition was down significantly.
That is crazy.
Nobody got a point there. Question number 5. Question number 5. What is President Kermit Bridges' shoe size? Does he wear a size 7, a 9.5, 10.5, or size 12? What is President Kermit Bridges' shoe size? I will have your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guessed. Nice.
C, C, and D. So Kinsey and Logan both get a point. I believe that puts Kinsey at the top, which means we have our very first Queen of the Jungle. Give it up for Kinsey, everybody. Hold on just a second. We have an adjustment to make. Queen of the Jungle.
Was this rigged?
No, we were just,
How'd you have that
we just
pre-prepared?
came expecting. Kinsey, come up, please.
I think
You
she
must
knew
come
the
to the
answers.
stage. Hold on.
It was rigged, Logan.
All right. Now, we officially dub thee. Here,
I have a clip in the bag.
I got you. Queen of the Jungle. Give it up for Kinsey, everybody. Kinsey, thank you so much for enjoying our game show and being with us these 2 times. We would like to provide you with this Buc-ee's $50 gift cards for all your Buc-ee adventures.
Yay.
So, congratulations. Thank you so much. Kinsey, was there anything particularly important that you desired to say to the viewers? Thank you for your time. Y'all have a great day. James and Amy, back to you.
Thank you, Ben, and congratulations, Kinsey Carnell. She takes it after the old dad, I think, on that. But anyway, the end of the semester is near, and it's a perfect time to visit the Nelson Bookstore. Our bookstore is not only where you can get access to course textbooks for the upcoming semester, but it's also where you can buy your favorite Nelson University merch. Get your Nelson University branded hoodie or a mug to keep your coffee in during the coming winter months. Amy, I hear also they have a sale going on for plush toys and university branded blankets.
Oh, yes, they do. And
Oh,
these
wow.
are adorable.
That is
I
cute.
recommend getting them for, your future Nelson Lion,
There you go.
Course selection for spring 2026 semester is open. So whether you're already a Nelson student, an alum looking for graduate level education, or someone new to Nelson looking for a Christ-centered education, we have courses and programs designed to fit your needs. You can email registrar@nelson.edu for more details.
We hope you've enjoyed the final episode of Nelson News. On behalf of myself and Amy Trober, along with our co-producer Ben Fenton and our wonderful digital media arts students,
thank you so much for watching. Nelson News has had a great year this year, and we are looking forward to upping the ante for future productions. As always, it's such a pleasure to be part of this.
it is. This has been Nelson News. Appreciate you being with us. Look forward to seeing you next time.